Those bigger and better things came in the form of a phone call from the Disney Channel's Justin Timberlake. He was putting a group together with his former MMC castmate JC Chazet down in Orlando. They needed a bass singer, and Justin wanted Lance on board. As we all now know, that one phone call would change Lance's life forever. But at the time, something like NSYNC was way beyond his wildest dreams.
Growing up, I never even thought that singing would be a possibility. From a little small town in Mississippi, no one gets discovered, from little towns like that, which is what I thought. But, so it was never a dream that I thought I could actually go for. At that point, I just wanted to be an astronaut or a radio DJ. Those are my two big dreams. So maybe I'll grow up and I'll be just like Wolfman Jack or Casey Kasem or Rick Dees or an astronaut. But I thought dreaming as big as being a professional singer was way too big for me. And it was just amazing, though, that, it just fell in my lap. It was something that I just loved and, really wanted to do. And I guess it was the world telling me, you have to do this. When Justin called me one day and said, hey, we're putting a group together, let's do this. And I just saw that as a sign of, oh my gosh, this could be my path. And
it's gonna be me.
When we first joined, put NSYNC together and went down to Orlando, Florida, our biggest dream was to be a big local band in Orlando and maybe get a contract with Disney World and perform there. I just thought that would be the biggest thing we could ever do. And then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, it blew up. And I had no idea that NSYNC would ever get to the level that it did.
After some initial hesitation, Lance went with his gut and flew down to Orlando to meet up with the rest of the guys. He described the vibe when first meeting the other members of NSYNC.
We were instant great friends. I just remember when I first met the guys, I met them all at the house that we lived in. It was October 1st, 1995. And I just remember thinking, I just love these guys. They're all so different. I remember meeting Justin first. He came and picked me up at the airport. And I remember thinking, wow, he's really young. And I can already tell he has this kind of swag. It's like this guy's, you can just tell he's just like a cool guy. And then I met Chris Kirkpatrick next, and he was playing hockey out front in the driveway. And he was 23. He was about to turn 24 at the time. And he was just so friendly, and we just hit it off. Right off the bat, me and Chris, I think, were like the closest at the beginning. And then, met Joey and JC just a few minutes later, and they were just super nice. And at the time, I didn't even know if they would like me, if they would want me to be in their group, because I was the last to join. And so, of course, the big test was to see if I could sing with all of them, because back then we were just an a cappella group. We didn't have money to buy music and all that type of stuff. So the first song we ever sang was the Star Spangled Banner. And when we all sang, it was just a magic moment. We all looked at each other like, holy shit, like what was that? And I knew then that this would be one of the best journeys of my life.